Thank you guys for tuning back in to Overtime Live. We're coming at you with a late injury update and finishing up some bowl games, getting ready for the big Week 17 Sunday night schedule for the NFL. So far, been pretty consistent with the upsets and the favorite ratio. We saw LSU today really show out against Oklahoma, and Jerbo is showing you why he's the Heisman, why they're the best team in the country. Joe Burrow put up 7 touchdowns in the first half, along with a rushing touchdown. We had Justin Jefferson with 14 receptions and 4 receiving touchdowns. And I think they broke some bowl game records today. Penn State versus Memphis. Penn State did cover. Notre Dame did cover against Iowa State, so most things went as expected. But we have some final injury lineup changes just to get ready for Week 17 NFL. We saw the Bears. They're going to be out without Taylor Gabriel this week. Not that it matters, but Dalvin Cook is still injured from Minnesota. Definitely a major part of their offense. Cleveland's going to be without Odell Beckham this week. Not that it matters. They still have the worst head coach in the league. Falcons, of course, Adrian Claiborne's going to be out. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be without Chris Godwin and Jameis Winston. So that could definitely work in the Falcons' favor. Saints versus the Panthers. Saints have been dealing with injuries all season, and now it's no different. Eli Apple, Von Bell, and Marcus Williams will all be out. Panthers will be without their leading receiver and DJ Moore. Shaq Thompson will be out for the Panthers, so we still should see the Saints be able to dominate that matchup. The Patriots going into Miami. The Pats are going to be without Jamie Collins, Julian Edelman, and Jason McCourty. And as much trouble as they've had so far this year, it wouldn't shock me if that was the upset of the week. If you want to go for your 4th and long upset, I'm going to take Miami. Tennessee against the Texans. The Texans have locked up the division, but Tennessee's still looking for a wild card chance. They have 3 injured wide receivers, but their running back Derrick Henry will be there. The Texans, on the other hand, are dealing with injuries. Will Fuller will be out. Deshaun Watson's hurt. DeAndre Hopkins is hurt. Kenny Stills is hurt. Laremy Tunsil's hurt. Jaleel Day is hurt. So, they're looking at a lot of their starters going to be sitting on the bench or playing injured this week. So, if you're looking for an upset pick, Tennessee might be your upset pick this week. We go into the Colts in Jacksonville. Nobody ever wants to bet on Jacksonville, but this week Jacksonville won't have Leonard Fournette, Gardner Minshew, or Dede Westbrook. So that's pretty much their best 3 offensive players are going to be out. So this might be a week for the Colts to rebound off of what happened against the Saints last week. And now the Eagles and Giants, another big-time NFC game. Should have some playoff implication, but it looks like the Eagles will probably win no matter what. No matter who's playing for the New York Giants, the Eagles are going to be there. But this week, Nelson Aguilar's out, Zach Ertz is out, Lane Johnson's out, Jalen Mills is out. But Jordan Howard's going to be returning to help out at the running back position, so that could really have some advantages and some benefits for their chances of winning the game, And when we go to the Steelers-Ravens, it's a big-time AFC matchup, divisional game. Steelers are going to be without James Conner and Marquise Pouncey. But the Ravens will be without Mark Ingram, without Marquise Brown, without Mark Andrews, and without Marcus Peters. Jimmy Smith's hurt, Earl Thomas is out. It's pretty much the second-string lineup going into that Steelers game. It's going to be at home. So we look to see the Ravens try to prove that they're not just Lamar Jackson. And we'll see how that goes for them. Other than that, we got a big-time Week 17 coming up. Obviously, we're going to see LSU going in to play whoever wins this Clemson-Ohio State game. And that's going to be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Get ready for the playoffs. See who's going to win the AFC, the NFC. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Overtime Live signing out for the Week 17.